All right, guys, let's go over everything we need to discuss today. I'm going to try to keep this quick. Just some important info. We have a group chat on Group Me. It's a great way to communicate with everybody in the class, especially me. So if you haven't joined that, please do. I will try and paste the link into the chat here. And download the app on the phone for your best results. I can't talk this morning. Remember, no Zoom for Yearbook class next Tuesday, so don't try to join that class. And then, of course, as we've already discussed, in-person school starts, I was supposed to say Monday, November 2nd. Now, I don't know when it's going to start, but I do know this. I miss you guys. This is hard, but we can do this, so don't give up on me. We're still going to create a book. It's still going to be crazy and weird and stressful and insane and intense, which is all of the reasons why I love teaching Yearbook. And I love doing this with you guys. So we can do this. I believe in us. Okay. Assignments due this week. You have the caption writing practice redo for most of you, and then your headline ed puzzles 1 and 2 and your headline practice. Let's just take a quick peek at those real quick here in the week 8 folder. Remember, on your ed puzzles, I need you to submit a screenshot of your score. So if you did it correctly, when you turn it in, it should look like this. So I should see that you got a 4 out of 4, and then I can just come up here and see that you got 100% and give you a 20 out of 20 and done. So that's how you're going to submit your scores there. And of course, it's the same for headline ed puzzle 2. Let's take a look at headline practice 1, though. Remember, you're going to end up writing 5 headlines. Let's see if anybody's turned it in. Woohoo! One person has. Let's just look and see how her first headline turned out. It was all about making chemical bonds in chemistry. Oh, in their element. I love it. Great headline, Faith Ogle. That is awesome. All right. Very cool. So if you haven't done this assignment, you could copy Faith's, I guess. But don't come up with your own. But good luck coming up with a better one than that one. That is awesome. Love it, Faith. Well done. Remember, you have 5 headlines in here, plus a bonus headline. It's a pretty easy assignment. I think you guys should be just fine getting this done. All right. Let's take a quick peek at next week. Ooh, you're going to watch an ed puzzle. Let me move this so you guys can see that text. There you go. You're going to watch an ed puzzle. Oh, go back. About taking and choosing great photos for the yearbook. I'm a photography guy. I'm into photos. I was hoping to have this lesson when we got back in school, but who knows when that's going to happen. So we're doing it now. This is all about how do we decide what photos go in the book and what photos work well? You need to do this before you start on Stories to Tell Part 3, which is our final summary conclusion before we actually start working on the yearbook, which is going to be awesome. I am giving you 2 weeks to do this. Some of you are going to need every minute of all 2 weeks. Some of you will be done with this in about 30 minutes. There's a great video that I made in the assignment that will walk you through exactly what you need to do to get it done. So please watch it. You may need to get new photos after doing the ed puzzle. Some of you, the photos you got were really, really bad. So you may need to reach out and get new photos, or you may need to find new people who can get you better photos. I'm just off the top of my head, I'm remembering somebody's photo is just of a crashed car. There's not even a person in it. So that's probably not going to work. I remember somebody had a photo where it was a screenshot from Snapchat, and the Snapchat text was going right through their face. Well, after you watch this video, you'll know that's no longer going to work. Here's the great news, you guys. You won't be able to do Stories to Tell Part 3 without doing a lot of Stories to Tell 1 and 2, which means if you're way behind, just do this, and in doing this, you will have to do a lot of the stuff you need to get caught up, and then you'll be caught up. What I mean by that, if you complete Stories to Tell Part 3 and you do a really, really, really good job, I'm going to give you credit for Stories to Tell 1 and 2. Now, for those of you who are like, well, I spent a ton of time doing 1 and 2. That's not fair. Remember, people who didn't do or spent a lot of time on 1 and 2, this is going to take them most of the time for 2 weeks. If you've done Stories 1 and 2 and did a good job on them, you're going to be done with this in like 20, 30 minutes. So it is a tiny bit unfair that they don't have to do everything you did, but they're going to have to do a ton because this needs to be your very, 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 very best work. Imagine that this is going to get printed in the yearbook, and your parents are going to see it. The principals are going to see it. Your teachers are going to see it. Your friends are going to see it, and they're all going to know you made this. Are you going to be proud to show it to them? So make sure you get your absolute best work turned in here. All right. So, of course, join me in office hours. I'm going to end the video here, and we can just talk. And if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.